Hey there, welcome into Off the Radar. Meteorologist Kaylee Bowers here. Wait a second.
I'm not Ryan.
Better than Ryan.
I'm Davis Wells.
We got Davis in
Yes.
this week. Off the
Feels
Radar.
good to be here and back.
And back, that's right.
Second episode
You decided
officially.
to come hang out with us once again.
I had to.
But it's not just us on Off the Radar, which, by the way, is Toledo's #1 digital weather show. If you didn't know this already, it's also, we have our awesome Radar Rangers with us. Hey, guys.
There they are.
So we've got Tiffany to our left, sporting her orange for her pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
And then below, we've got in the control room, Tim, Alexis. What? Do you guys have, what is that, flowers?
We're all decked out.
Festive. We're fall
See
festive.
that?
We got
Yeah,
pumpkins
Oh
and
my
gourds.
gosh. Oh my gourd.
Sunflowers.
I think I see a pumpkin too in front of Tim.
Yeah.
I love it.
I
flower.
love that. Oh
We're not
my
the only ones
gosh.
decked out for the season, though.
I know we got Shay in this week
Yeah.
from Mark, who's decked out in her pumpkin blanket.
Very
Is it
cozy.
Mickey?
Disney Mickey.
Yes, it's Disney Mickey
That is so cute.
as pumpkin.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Look at that.
I love it.
You know, I'm kind of sensing a theme this week.
Yeah, it's kind of
fall,
all
y'all.
kind of. It is fall.
It's fall.
Let me add to it by pushing that.
Oh, magic.
Look at that.
It's fall.
Like we
it's
planned it.
leaves. It's pumpkin spice.
And everything nice.
Oh,
Hey, we're signature.
cute.
You know what? I even got my pumpkin coffee this morning.
You did?
So I did.
I had pumpkin creamer too.
Yes. Yep. It officially. I was like, you know what? It's cool enough. I think today is the perfect day to have a pumpkin coffee.
I am so Ragers, I want to ask you this. Are you all in favor of pumpkin? Are you against pumpkin?
I like it. My wife and I at Costco, brought to you by Costco this episode, just got this massive pumpkin spice cheesecake. It's like the size of a wagon wheel. It's huge.
Wow.
And yeah, it's good.
And you didn't bring any for us?
No, because it's at home for us. No, but it's good. I should have. I could have, but I didn't.
Costco, we need to talk. Help us out. Everyone else loves pumpkin too?
Oh, yeah.
Flavoring?
I'm seeing
No.
a head shake
She
there.
says no.
I don't like anything pumpkin.
You just like the decor.
Yes.
If you had like
bad.
a go-to fall flavor, what would you pick?
Something apple crisp.
Oh,
I love apple
see
crisp.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like anything pumpkin as she's wearing.
Well, decor, yes.
Like the
Like David said, decor, but
like
anything
pumpkin
pumpkin.
decor.
We'll get her an
Right.
apple blanket.
There you go.
But this week's episode, we're talking all things fall, leaves, pumpkins. So I'm really excited about this episode. First off, what's going to happen is once the graphic decides to load, because our clickers are still not working on us, give us 1 second. I asked the Radar Rangers when is technically sweater weather. So I'm going to go through and just show you what our answers were, and we can guess on all of these answers. So we have October 1st, October 15th, October 23rd, October 10th. We also have November 1st
November,
and
wow.
October 13th. So we were all in kind of the same time
In the
frame
ballpark.
as far as sweater weather goes.
Do you say sweater weather or sweater weather?
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
I like that way,
Sweater
Shay.
You know, I feel like as meteorologists, we actually have to be pronounce it properly.
Sweater weather.
No.
Sweater weather.
No.
Sweater weather.
No.
We won't get emails if we say stuff crazy.
True.
So
This Ryan Weekman guy this morning said sweater weather.
sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
And I don't like it.
Ryan's the only one who could probably get away with that.
He probably could.
But when I asked you guys about when sweater weather,
Sweater weather.
I always have to add the R. I can't even do it. Sweater weather.
It's almost Bostonian.
Sweater weather.
Yeah.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Oh, wicked
Down the
spots.
yard and go to the sweater
How do you
weather.
like them apples?
Sweater weather. I have a
And we're
lot
off the rails.
Carry on, carry on.
Welcome to Off the Rails. We're only about 4.5 minutes in.
We're doing great.
But I asked each of you guys for the date of when sweater weather begins for you. And you all were like, okay, when it's 50 degrees, 60 degrees, when it's this or that. And then I came back and said, I need a date.
Right.
And you all
I
were
did
like,
not like this.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
No.
like, when does sweater
No.
weather begin? And I'm like, I think when you go for a bonfire. No, like the date
bonfires,
of the
yes.
calendar. Like, oh.
Kaylee was very insistent yesterday, asking. She said, "No, so I need a date." And I was like, "Maybe today, because it feels like fall, and we're starting to see some of that cooler pattern starting to change on in." like, yeah, no, I need a real date though.
Oh, you
I
said
was like,
today.
oh, okay. I think we're like trying to lock in a guess.
Actual date. So Tim,
Yes.
can we pull this up full screen, please? Do we have any guesses? You can't say your own on whose might be whose.
Okay, so we have.
There's 6 of us. There's 6 icons. October 1st, October 10th, 13th, 15th, 23rd, and November 1st.
See, I'm biased by this because I'm going by who would look best in each sweater.
Go right ahead then.
I'm thinking that Tiffany would be October 1st. That looks like a sweater for her.
Tiffany, did you guess October 1st?
Wait, am I actually supposed to say?
Yeah, you can say it.
I did not.
Oh.
I
But-
think October 1st was Kate.
That was a nice sweater, though.
She's all like pumpkin time. Let's go.
Mine was October 1st.
Oh, okay.
You're wearing
Yes.
Tiffany's sweater.
Yes, we're Tiffany's sweater. Yes, we swap sweaters. But Tiffany's, yours was also on a 1st.
It was. It was.
You picked November?
Oh, November.
Nice.
I
Nice.
did because, like, okay, so I know that Halloween is usually already cold here around this time.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to be safe because we're having warmer temperatures later in the month this year around. So I was like, let me be safe and say November 1st. I don't want anybody to bite my head off or if I say something too early.
No.
Now listen here.
That's an incorrect.
Everyone's personal guess is their own personal thing, so we can't,
Yeah, we can.
So we got
Really?
the 2
You wanna go
first
personal?
knocked out.
No.
What about this middle chunk right here, the 10th, 13th, 15th, and 23rd? Davis, which one do you think is someone's?
So, I'm gonna go with.
Oh, and by the way, the sweater has nothing to do with the individual person.
Oh,
I know, but I'm so biased by that.
I was just going to say, I don't know if like maybe the 15th would be Shay because it's a little more. It's not. I know you said you don't like to necessarily wear the pumpkins, or I guess
Eat the
or
pumpkin.
Eat the pumpkin.
Eat the pumpkin.
likes
Okay.
to wear
She
them.
is wearing the pumpkin.
I'm just going a little more reserved here. I would guess the 15th for Shay.
I did not.
No.
Shay, what is your answer?
I picked the 13th.
Oh, so close.
Okay. That is actually more fall-like. So
Very Taylor Swiftian of you.
So Tim picked the 15th.
No,
The 23rd.
The 23rd.
23rd.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
So Davis picked the. Wait. Yeah, Davis, did you pick the 15th?
The 10th.
No, I picked. Oh,
Oh,
oh
Were there any doubles?
wait, did I pick the 15th?
I think
You did pick the 15th.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Now you're confusing.
Okay. I'm all. That's the cool weather
Too
settling
many
in.
pumpkins already on our mind.
Yes, yeah. There's a lot going on with fall and that cooler air already rushing in. So yeah, 15th was my guess.
That's why you were thinking that, because you were thinking that in your head for your answer.
I think that was. I was like, I think that was my answer.
I don't know why I
But
picked mine. Just
I was going based off sweater purely.
You know, I originally
I thought
thought
mine
that,
was
but then
like
the
Friday
graphic
the
was
13th.
just.
So,
But you know what? We're still heading into sweater weather, whether it's
sweater.
whether it's October 1st or November 1st. I'm going to have so much trouble saying this going on this fall season. But one thing we always do on Off the Radar, Davis, you know this, not top 4, not top 2,
not top 7,000.
Top 3.
3,000.
Top 3,000.
Our top 3 viral weather videos. So the first one.
Oh yes.
Our first one, well, actually, we'll skip this. I was just going to talk about the average highs and lows. But you
Hey,
know what?
Let me bring it up here.
I'm
I
more
have it.
excited about our viral top 3
Okay.
weather videos. This one's a really cool one we found on TikTok. You guys like football? Some of us do.
Yeah.
We also like, well, some people like this, some people don't like this. How about snow?
Ooh.
Sometimes.
Better word.
Easy.
We're going to go up to the Wyoming area where it snowed on their football game over the weekend. Take it, Tim Tim. Look
There
at
it
that.
is. Wyoming.
Wow.
Gotta shovel that off, and there they go.
There they
UNLV
go.
is what? Las Vegas? Yes?
What's that?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that's
I
kind of
guess
a
we're
shock
feeling
to
like-
them.
Wait, are they
right?
shoveling?
Yes.
They're
They
shoveling.
shovel the yard line so that they can see them.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say. I was like, that seems like the least effective way to clear
Yeah,
a
just the
football
yard
field if
lines.
that's what they're trying to do.
Are you guys excited for snow?
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually am this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we get like a good amount I always hope we get a good amount for Christmas, but
Right. White Christmas.
A white Christmas would be wonderful.
yes,
Last year was
Tiffany,
very
isn't that
green.
your wild weather prediction? Is a white Christmas this year?
yes.
It's Ryan's
It's
too.
like a prediction and a hope.
I do miss the snow after being down in Kentucky for a while.
Yeah.
We got, I think, 4 inches of snow at once, and that was one winter. That wasn't even like a consecutive.
No.
Like that was all we got.
You get ice more in Kentucky.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, Ohio, we've had our past 2 winters have been the least snowiest winters.
Yeah, but I'm hoping maybe me coming back into town that will, maybe we'll switch things up.
That's true.
Finally,
We need to
maybe
figure out how to have it
like-
snow everywhere but the roads.
Work on that, please.
That's a
I
I'm
love
work
that
in
idea.
progress.
I'm working on it.
Hey, so we're going to go into commercial break here in a second, but before we do that, Davis, our weather word of the week is
Dense fog, and it is defined as cloud with its base on the surface, which brings it down, or the visibility down to a quarter mile or less. So we had some fog actually not too long ago.
we did
Lots of
have
fog.
some fog. And we were going to talk about some more fog, but instead we're going to geek out a little bit more about something else that's kind of happening depending on when you're watching this. It may be happening tomorrow. It may have already happened over the week. I'll give you a hint. It begins with an F. One more details coming up when Off the Radar continues. And just a reminder, it is sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
What? It has to be sweater weather.
Tim,
All right.
how do you say it?
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Shay's the best at it,
She is nailing it.
Just rolls right off the tongue.
right?
I've watched way too many SNL skits.
It's a staple though.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's definitely fall. It's pumpkin season. It's leaf season. Something else that goes along with fall is frost. Our first frost of the season is coming up, or may have already came up a couple of days ago, depending on when you're
Depending
watching.
when you're
this.
watching.
But we're going to geek out for a second. We're going to talk about how frost forms.
I like
ready?
geeking out.
Let's do it.
We got to nerd out at least a little bit. So frost is very interesting, and Davis, also interrupt me whenever you want to say something about this, because frost, the air temperature is a little bit above freezing. We see air temperatures in the mid to upper 30s, but then we see that cooler air sink down to the ground, and typically our ground temperatures are right around freezing. So that cooler air sinks down, but then this is where the thing that we really see when it comes to frost. And Davis, what is that?
The actual frost on the
Yeah.
on the surface of the grass.
It's the water molecule. So the
Yeah.
ice crystals form because it's just so cold. It's just basically condensation on the grass or on your vehicles. And I'll tell you what, I don't know about you guys. Here, come over to camera one for me for a second.
I'm on
Tim.
camera one.
Here we go. I don't know about you guys. I feel like I always rant on good news forecasts. This is the first for Off the Radar. Frost is such a pain to deal with when it comes to, scraping it off your vehicle. And it's just, I am not a fan. Do you guys like it at all? You guys fan
That
of frost?
super thin that the scraper doesn't even do anything with. It just leaves lines in it.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's almost like you're just designing something into your
Yep.
windshield.
Like an etch a sketch on your windshield.
Yeah.
I'm not in a time crunch. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, when you're not
Yeah.
trying to get to work or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
When you're running late.
Or your door won't open and you're like, I need to start my car to heat it up.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's happened to me before. It was like frozen shut.
But
I was
tis
freaking out.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for. Anyways, I'm going on a tirade here. Anyways, as far as our average first frost goes, it depends on where you are across the state. This is a really cool graphic right here that Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers made. Most of the state will be seeing it sometime in October, either early to mid-October. But look down towards Cincinnati, over towards the Kentucky, southern Indiana area. They won't see it typically until the middle to end of October.
That kind of lines up with sweater weather.
I was gonna say, wait, I'm kind of getting. Is this kind of close to our where we're honing in on our guesses?
Sure, that was just pure luck, honestly.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think we're pretty close to on par with. Because what's the official date today? The 8th?
So our date, the date we're recording this is October 8th. Our
Yeah.
average first frost is October 6th.
Okay, so we're pretty close.
Right in the
Overall,
sweet spot
yeah.
there,
Yeah.
but it's gonna because we're supposed to have some
Soon.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow
morning.
As this is being recorded.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday morning.
So again,
yeah.
when you're watching this, we may be seeing frost, or we may have already seen our first frost of the season. But then after that, it's the first freeze of the season, which is about a weekish, 2 weeks after that. I know how to talk today. Wow. Wow, that 1 a.m. alarm clock hit me early
Average
this
first
morning.
freeze. So about 2 weeks,
Yeah,
give or take,
ish.
after the first frost.
And that's when it kills the plants. You need to bring them inside, cover them up, and that's when it really is. Shay?
Sweater weather.
Right on command.
It's kind of like frost is almost like the introductory. Hey, it's going to start getting cold soon. Make sure you have your jackets, your coats, gloves, things like that. And then that first freeze hits. It's like, whew, it's real.
Shock to the system.
Yep.
Well, and I know some crops you're not even supposed to. Where'd you go, Shay?
Oh,
Some crops you're not supposed to harvest until after a frost. I don't think freeze, but I think after the first frost, cabbage, I know, you're not supposed to harvest until around then. So some of those, yeah. You gotta
I
wait.
wonder what crops those are. Do you know?
I think cabbage.
Cabbage?
What is the question?
Alexis,
Time for Alexis to look something up, yes.
what crops can be harvested
Or should
after
be.
a frost? Should be harvested after the first frost. But I mean, anything below 36 or 32 degrees to me, I can't do this cold. The fact that we saw lows this morning in the 40s, I was already shivering this morning, but
Yeah.
Darla, one of our directors, had her window down all the way here.
Are you
She was
kidding?
like, I was so hot. I'm like, excuse me?
She runs hot.
Still wearing shorts and sandals. So.
Right.
She's
What do you got?
going through
You got an
it.
answer for us?
She's just taking in
kale.
that fall air.
Yes.
Kale, Brussels sprouts, carrots, beets, parsnip, turnips, leeks.
Ooh.
a lot
So
of
your hardy
No cabbage?
crop, cold hardy crops.
stuff. No cabbage.
He's
though.
really trying to get that cabbage.
Other
He
crops,
really wants that answer.
cabbage and radishes and broccoli can also be harvested
Okay.
after
Oh.
a frost.
Vindicated.
So pretty
Root
much
crops
every
are
crop
perfect.
except cabbage.
Right. No. She said can be, but it's
Can
not.
be.
It's
Not the
like
main one.
the main one.
Half point.
We need a
do
residential
it.
farmer to come on Off the Radar and help us out.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I know more about weather at farming and stuff. I'll leave that to them. They're
I know.
professionals at it. They know it. But all we know is it's getting cold, and it's going to be time to soon get those crops kind of out of the ground and wrapped up for the season.
You know, as much as I complain about the cold and the frost and the freeze, it's always exciting to look up at the roofs and the grass and see just
It
that
can
little,
be
those
pretty.
little ice crystals
Yeah,
on there.
it can be
Sure.
kind of pretty.
Absolutely.
Makes
So-
it look nice.
You ready for number 2?
Number 2.
Let's do it.
Where are we going?
The moon?
Well,
Oh,
up towards New England.
Yeah.
Tiffany, this one's for you. I know how much you love the fall foliage.
Yes.
Is this Boston?
No, it's upstate New York, actually.
Boston?
Oh my goodness, I
weather.
would love to like just drive through upstate New York like during this time.
You know, it's nice for them though because they actually have kind of the fall colors kind of settling in. You have seen some color changes, but that's been mostly because of how dry it has been.
It's been the drought.
leaves really didn't get a proper introduction to fall. I mean, we may still see some color change, but that's beautiful up there
Still
in
a
New
little
York.
early for us.
So that should be the trade-off. If we have a dull fall color season, we should have a white Christmas.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, yes.
So I'm
One or the
I'm
other.
bargaining with Mother
Yes.
Nature.
We'll say right to Mother Nature and see how that turns out for us.
I'll put in a good word.
That. Yeah, they're at peak right now up in, I believe, Vermont, New Hampshire, and even a little bit into upstate New York is getting to that high color level, but they're still not at that peak level just yet. Oh, hello.
There we are.
Video right now.
We're gonna go to
Live
commercial
TV.
break here in a second. Hey Alexis, I got something for you.
Oh boy.
How about our trivia question?
Are you saying I could Google it?
No. All right, our trivia question. What U.S. state grows the most pumpkins? Don't say your answer out loud. We'll have the answer coming up right after this. All right, Sweater Weather Rangers. Oh, wow, say that 5 times fast. Sweater Weather Ranger.
That's
Wedges?
a lot.
Anyways, do you guys have your answer locked in for this trivia question?
Yeah.
Yep, we're ready.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
ready. I'm
Sorry,
ready.
Tim's
Okay.
mic was off.
I had to unmute. I was in director mode.
Tim, can you pull up the question
I
again,
can do it.
please? So, what U.S. state grows the most pumpkins? Tiffany, you sounded pretty confident. What is your answer?
Oh my gosh, you always come to me first.
You were so excited. I'm sorry. I thought you were excited.
I have no idea, so I'm just gonna say like Massachusetts
Okay.
or something.
Shay,
Vermont.
Davis.
I'm gonna go Michigan.
Okay. Tim.
I'm gonna go like a Dakota, like one of the two.
Well, there's 2 to pick from, so
Yeah, you gotta
Let's
pick
go
one.
south.
Well,
South
you know,
Dakota.
they're both wrong, so that's fine.
Oh.
Yikes.
Alexis.
One of the Carolinas.
Idaho?
What'd you say, Alexis?
Idaho?
So, no. The answer is actually Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys want to guess how many pumpkins? It's a lot.
A billion.
50 million.
How about 630 million
Holy
pumpkins?
smokes.
No way.
Think of all the PSLs we could have with those.
That's a lot of
And what
pumpkins.
time span is that?
Pumpkin.
In a year?
That's a good question, Tiffany. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
Yeah, it's gotta be a
insane.
year. They won't make it through another year,
A
right?
lot of pumpkin.
We may need to check on the farmers out there. That's a lot of farmers. Are they doing okay?
That's
Are they okay?
a lot of
Yeah.
pumpkins. Okay, so I got a fun game for you guys. I explained it to you guys during commercial break, and you're all like, oh, great. But we're gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna bring the wheel up, and I picked out some random things as far as fall goes, like Halloween decorations. I believe I have like sweater weather on here, pumpkin patches, like bonfires. We're gonna spin it, and whatever it lands on, you have to defend it in just a very quick sentence why this is the best part of fall.
So you have to be advocate for whatever comes up.
Even if you hate it.
Right.
By the way, candy corn is not on here.
Good.
For anyone that does not like
That's
candy
okay.
corn.
That's okay.
Like,
Okay.
One thing we
Isn't that easy? All right, ready?
Let's spin it. Davis is gonna go first.
Okay.
Go ahead and
let's
spin it.
Trying.
Just click in the middle, yeah.
I got it. I got it. All right, what's gonna land on for Davis?
We've got bonfires. This is easy. A good bonfire, cool night. You got those clear skies overhead. I'm sold. I haven't had one yet though this year.
I haven't either.
Oh,
I want
I'm a
to.
fan.
Oh, me
Tim's the
too.
king of
I love
bonfires,
bonfires.
too.
Love a good bonfire.
S'mores.
Yes.
S'mores. It's never
Yes.
too late.
Wait. What do you guys? How do you like your s'mores?
Oh, like the
That's a question.
toastiness?
Just the
Flaming
regular
or-
chocolate, golden marshmallow. Don't burn
Usually
it.
with
Well,
the
that's-
fire.
Yeah, with the fire.
I like my own chocolate and marshmallow.
I like. You mean like
Chocolate
marshmallow
and graham
style?
crackers?
Yeah.
Probably the mine.
I like mine a little brown.
Okay.
I some people like them burnt.
My mom.
And
That's
it's like,
me.
it's
I
like,
love them
You might as
burnt.
well just put some carbon on.
Right, I was just thinking, I love
on
mine
your
carbon
s'more. Like
flavored.
I like mine a nice crisp and brown, like light brown, maybe even dark brown.
But have you made one with the Reese's cup? Because oof,
No.
that's some
Oh
good
Those are
goodness, no.
those are
Hershey's
next
has
level.
one with caramel in it.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Caramel, yeah.
That sounds
It's-
delicious.
Sounds like we should have brought our little s'mores maker, apparently.
Right?
Yeah.
There's
Well,
one at
we can
Costco.
have a little
available
bonfire right
now.
here.
We should have done
Probably.
all right
There is.
here.
I'm sure the station would love that if we just start a fire right here in the middle of the studio.
Augmented
worries.
reality one.
Tim,
Fine.
go ahead and spin it for you. Or Alexa, spin it for Tim, please. Sorry, I can't remember who spins.
Now,
Me.
they might come up twice, and you have to do your argument for the same thing.
No, this is for you, Tim.
Right. I know. I'm just saying that.
So,
apple cider donuts.
Apple cider donuts. Okay.
do you like apple cider donuts?
I don't like apple cider donuts, but here's
you
why
not
they are
like
the.
them?
They're just plain.
All right.
But they're great because that's the assignment. Apple cider donuts. Here's what the thing about apple cider donuts. They are fall, right? You see apple cider donuts, you think fall, puts you in the mood. That's why they're great.
Oh, that was cute.
Why? Thanks.
I thought that was good.
A plus.
A++.
A for effort.
A
All right.
plus for Tim Tim.
Alexis, go ahead and spin it for you.
Okay.
What's it gonna be? I'm just waiting for a repeat for somebody.
Oh,
And it's gonna be Alexis.
This is
You
rigged.
just spoke it
This is
into
rigged.
existence.
it's all
Right.
rigged.
What's your argument?
Well,
for bad
bonfires are great in the fall. I like s'mores.
So bonfires is winning in the
Yep.
in the
But
debate
they make
here.
you smell bad. That's,
2
That's
points for bonfires.
They do make you smell bad.
2 points.
My dad has some. He ordered these online. It's like little things that you throw into the fire, and it makes the fire change
Yes,
color.
We have those.
oh, that's
Oh.
And it's
Those
really
sound
cool.
so dangerous.
Oh, I think I've
It's
seen
like
those
the
before.
blues and the greens. And
Are those good though to put into the fire and then
think
be
they're-
around that?
Probably not.
I think they're
That's
okay
why I
for the
said that
fire.
sounds so dangerous.
definitely
I
not
wouldn't
gonna
want to
do
cook a
that.
s'more on.
Oh,
it.
no.
Flame.
No.
Haley's like, I'm talking about it, but I'm not recommending it.
They have marshmallows that change colors now too. That's-
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm
What
surprised
a
they don't
great
have like
time to be
glow in the
alive.
dark
Right?
marshmallows or something.
Tiffany.
Marshmallow
Tiffany,
technology is
stuck
out
over
of this world.
I didn't know that.
Just eat all that weird stuff.
Eat all of it.
Marshmallow.
You said you can get different colored.
Different, they change
They
colors.
change.
Yeah, like as you cook it, or just,
Yeah.
or you mean like they come?
No. They cook and they change colors.
They go
Oh,
from like
see,
blue to purple.
that's kind of advanced.
It's probably bad for you. But
probably.
Don't get the red one. No food dye.
the
The red
kids
or the
love
yellow.
it.
No red 40.
Alexis,
2025.
go ahead and
is
spin
the
it for
time.
Tiffany, please.
Whole new world.
Hit that spinner, Al.
Oh, sorry.
You guys are gonna have to tell me what it is. I can't see it.
Oh, We have to tell her what it
Oh,
is.
we never moved the monitor for Tiffany. I'm
Oh,
so
sorry.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the same thing Tim got.
Yeah,
so.
apple cider
cider
donuts.
donuts.
Apple cider
I almost said Dunkin'.
donuts.
That would have been terrible.
Apple cider donuts.
Well, I actually like apple cider donuts and like
Oh, there you go.
someone.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
But
Sorry.
apple cider donuts,
Please help
they always make me think of fall because they remind me of going
she can
to the apple orchard. Every year, my family and I go to McQueen's in Holland, and they have the best apple cider and apple cider donuts. So go check them out and have a good time. Get some apples.
Do you dunk them?
Do I dunk them?
Yeah.
The
Dunk-
donut?
Dunk the donut in the cider?
No.
People don't do that?
Why do you?
Oh,
what?
no.
Why would you do that?
explain?
Because that's like double fall, right?
But it's like
No, it's wet bread.
Yeah.
mushy.
Now I'm confused. I thought you meant
thought
like
that was the
dunking
thing
apples,
everybody
and I'm
does.
like,
See,
I get
don't
that.
like them, so I don't usually. I thought maybe they were dunkable.
I will keep my cider in its cup and my donut in my hand, like
Hot or cold?
separate. Yeah.
Okay. And we're spinning. Who's next?
Me.
Shay is next. You know, the one thing we've learned is that Tim
I want
is
sweater
just
wetter
as
really
off
bad.
the rails
But I
as
didn't
Ryan
get it.
is.
Ooh.
Halloween decorate.
Ooh, there
Okay.
you go, Shay.
Hi, Shay.
Okay,
you go?
so I'm right here.
Sorry, I couldn't find the button.
Where's Waldo?
I love decorating in general, so and I decorate early. I already had my stuff up like the day before Halloween, so I love putting up anything like on the windows.
Your Christmas stuff up you had before Halloween. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
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 We thought you said your Halloween,
Halloween
stuff up
the day before
Halloween.
No.
Yeah, I got you. We put our tree up the day after Christmas. Or the day after Halloween.
Day after Christmas.
We did the
Anyways,
same thing.
And spinning.
No, we're
Wait,
done
we're done, I
spinning.
thought.
We're done spinning.
Yeah, we're done.
Oh.
She just likes spinning.
Wait, did Kaylee go?
It's all right. We're almost out of time.
There you go, Kaylee. There's a donut
Donuts
one.
again. What the?
No, go back
Sorry.
to sweater weather. No.
Sweater. No.
Well, I just like food and donuts.
I wanted somebody to get fuzzy boots so we could say boots with the fur.
So,
Well, you said
Apple
it.
cider donuts, boots with the furs.
gonna keep spinning.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
We got it.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
It is
we go.
sweater weather because
Sweater
I
weather.
always cold.
All right,
Cool.
guys.
Anyways,
Sorry.
I did ask the newsroom, as far, and we can take this full screen too in a second, Tim, or now, that's fine. As far as what they thought fall was. So there was actually several other answers that didn't get recorded because no one voted for them, but the main reason were colorful leaves. But then right after that,
Sweaters.
sweater weather,
Sweater weather.
Halloween decorations, and then tied, ironically, for third place,
Bonfire. Yeah.
apple cider donuts and bonfires.
You know, I was. This is just kind of a side.
Wait, when did that
tangent.
be?
I wonder
Okay.
how many times
fourth
the word sweater weather has been said during this episode.
Ooh. We need people to like,
A lot.
email in.
Let
Definitely
us
a record
know
amount.
down
Sweater
below
weather, sweater weather, sweater weather.
how much.
If you're bold enough to count, let us know.
Yeah.
Like and comment on our YouTube.
Tiffany, our
page.
digital
Sweater
expert
weather.
right there.
Nothing else to do.
So many sweater weathers.
Before we go, really quick, because we have our last viral weather video that's coming up.
Ooh, I see this already. I like it.
So cool.
This one's a really cool one. We are heading down towards New Mexico, where they have their hot air balloon festival going
I would
on.
love to see
Ooh,
that.
actually,
That
that's
is
kind of
something. They look
scary.
like marbles.
Talk about colors.
That is so cool.
Did you see? Was that Yoda?
Yes.
That was kind of scary to see him that
Oh,
big,
the alien.
blown up.
Let's see. I mean, there's an
Wonder Bread.
alien.
The alien one is so cute.
Those are very cool. though.
Wonder Bread? Is that?
It looks
Yeah.
like a little Wonder Bread there.
That would probably be really cool to just walk.
There's the brain. Look at the brain.
Wait,
Awesome.
I've seen a Darth Vader one too before.
What is this one? Is this a truck?
a cement
Looks like a
mixer.
semi-truck.
A Duke City.
There's a Darth Vader one.
Yoda.
That Yoda's kind of scary.
Oh,
All right.
that's funny.
That would be sweet. to
All
start.
right, well, welcome.
We
I
did
should
it.
say goodbye, sweater weather. It's actually the beginning of sweater weather.
Well, depending on what you picked. Tiffany's not waiting until November.
She's wearing her T-shirt.
Hey,
still shorts,
it's
yeah.
like a.
We still have
it's
a couple
like a sweater
weeks.
shirt. I wore a sweater yesterday. I'm
Long
already
sleeve-
there. I'm
long
already
sleeve-
there.
long sleeve tee weather.
Well,
That's true.
Anyways.
Aye.
Oh my gosh. Okay, for Tim, Alexis, Tiffany, Shay, Davis, and Ryan will be back. I really thought Ryan was the reason we went off the rails, but apparently it's just all of us together.
Right.
Interesting combo.
he just helps.
Enjoy sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Weather.
Bye.
Sweater weather.